Preparations were now made every day for transporting soldiers and equipment to the Persian Gulf. Sami became more worried. He made an appointment to see his commanding officers. "I have a problem, sirs," he said, after saluting. "I have a conflict of interest." He shifted his feet. "I'm Arab, and I can't fight against my own people." For the first time, he was telling them about his background. The officers asked him some questions, and then stared at him with flinty eyes. "But they're Muslims, sir, soldier, and you're Christian," one of them said. It went nowhere. They dismissed him. A few days later, he was back again. "My parents are having trouble," he said nervously. "I can't leave the country." It wasn't true, and it didn't work either. When he realized there was no way out, he began feeling regret, like less of a Marine, for these feeble attempts at getting out of the war. The Corps had respected him, and he wasn't respecting it. But self-doubt continued to plague him. Was he less of an American because he didn't want to fight? He wondered. Was he like the terrorists who attacked the United States? Who was he helping? He was nervous, young, and afraid. Back at the barracks, he told Dan and his other friends about what he'd done, and they sat him down for a serious talk. "We're going as a team," Dan told him, "so you have to go. Besides, you'll hate yourself if you don't go." Dan was pushing him hard, and Sami could hear the relief in Dan's voice when Sami told them that he'd made up his mind. He was going. He took 2 weeks off over the Christmas break and went back to Brooklyn to celebrate with his family and spend time with Anna. Park Slope was comforting and familiar. But within 3 days after returning to the base in California, his unit was given their orders. Sami started to feel that God was determining his destiny. September 11th had happened while he was on his way to boot camp. He had joined the military before September 11th. It all started to seem preordained, and he began reading the Bible. With so many devoutly Christian soldiers from the South around him, the Bible was everywhere. They were leaving in 14 days. Cars had to be garaged. Everything had to be packed up. The movers came to his room and took everything, and left a shell of bare walls and echoing sound. Sami turned around in the empty room, and he understood that he really was going. And at 6 a.m. on February 14th, 2003, Sami boarded a plane with the 1st Marine Division for Kuwait. It was Valentine's Day. Love had been superseded by war.